In the silent moments when no one is watching, when the world has turned its back, that's when your true story begins. Not in the spotlight of success, but in the shadows of defeat. This is UNA just about rising again at S, about fighting for the person you were always meant to become. Look around you. History doesn't remember those who never flit, immortalizes those who refuse to stay down. We all fall. The champion athlete whose body betrays them at their peak. The entrepreneur whose empire crumbles overnight. The person who wakes up one day realizing they've spent years walking someone else's path. Your fall isn't the exception, it's the rule. The universe doesn't ask if you want to be tested. It simply administers the exam and waits for your response. But here's what separates the extraordinary and from the forgotten. When life knocks you down, do you stay there, letting your dreams collect dust? Or do you rise, eyes forward, with a hunger that burns hotter than before? Your comeback isn't just possible, it's waiting for you to claim it. Let me be clear. Motivation is a spark, but discipline is the flame that burns through the darkest nights. When your comeback begins, nobody will cheer you on. The world will be silent as you take those first painful steps. There will be no medals for waking up at 5 a.m. when your body screams for rest. No applause when you choose focus over distraction for the 100th day in a row. Discipline isn't glamorous, it's the unglamorous price of admission. Every great comeback story is built on thousands of invisible moments. Muhammad Ali throwing punches in empty gyms while the world said he was finished. Steve Jobs building Apple from the ground up after being ousted from his own company, rolling right in while facing rejection after rejection. They understood a fundamental truth. Discipline creates the foundation that luck eventually lands on. Your comeback demands this uncompromising commitment. The daily decision to show up when every fiber of your being wants to retreat. The strength to keep your word to yourself when breaking it would be so much easier. This is how legends are forged, not in comfort, but in the fire of daily, dedicated practice. Life will test your resolve. It will place obstacles in your path specifically designed to make you question everything. Resilience isn't about avoiding these storms, it's about learning to dance in the rain. When you fight for your comeback, you'll face moments that break lesser individuals. The cutting remark that triggers self, the setback that seems to erase months of progress. The night when you question whether any of this struggle is worth it. These moments aren't your enemy, they're your proving ground. Every scar you bear tells a story of survival. Every obstacle you overcome rewires your brain to expect victory, not defeat. Every time you continue, when logic says to quit, you build a reservoir of strength that most will never know. Remember, the same fire that melts butter forges steel. Your resilience isn't measured by how little you suffer, but by how quickly you transform suffering into strength. This alchemical process turning pain into power becomes your signature as you author your comeback story. The world sees the comeback. What it doesn't see are the countless hours of preparation that made it possible. Your preparation isn't just about skill sets, about creating an unshakable foundation that can weather any storm. Study those who came before you, analyze their methods, learn from their mistakes, so you don't have to make them, while others seek shortcuts. Immerse yourself in the fundamentals that never fail. Preparation means strategizing while others sleep. It means rehearsing scenarios others haven't even considered. It means developing not just your strengths, but systematically eliminating your weaknesses. In the quiet moments of preparation, you're not just working, you're weaponizing time itself. When opportunity finally knocks, it won't find you scrambling. It will find you ready, composed, and dangerous, because while luck is unpredictable, preparation ensures you'll be ready when it arrives. True confidence isn't arrogant. It's the quiet certainty that comes from preparation meeting opportunity. As you fight for your comeback, your confidence will be tested. The voices, both external and internal, will question your ability, your worth, your very right to dream again. This is where the battle is won or lost. Confidence isn't the absence of doubt, it's the decision to act despite it. It's looking fear in the eye and moving forward anyway. It's trusting the work you put in when results haven't yet materialized. Build your confidence brick by brick. Celebrate small victories. Document your progress. Remember where you started and acknowledge how far you've come. Surround yourself with those who see your potential, not just your past. Most importantly, speak to yourself with the same respect you'd give to someone you deeply admire. The conversation you have with yourself will either sabotage your comeback or fuel it. Choose your words carefully there, creating your future. A true comeback is you and just returning to your former self at S, evolving into someone you would not have recognized before your fall. This transformation isn't cosmetic, it's cellular. It happens in the depths of your identity, rewriting the very code that defines who you are. The pain you've endured, the discipline you've cultivated, the resilience you've developed, these aren't just experiences, they're evolutionary forces reshaping you into a being capable of achievements your former self couldn't imagine. Embrace this metamorphosis. The butterfly doesn't fear letting go of its identity as a caterpillar. Neither should you cling to who you were before life tested you. Your transformation requires both destruction and creation. Old habits, limiting beliefs, toxic relationships all must be cleared away to make room for what's emerging. This isn't just change, it's alchemy. The transformation of base metals into gold. The refinement of character under pressure. The evolution to turn setbacks into setups for something greater. In the quiet moments of your struggle, ask yourself, what story do I want told long after I'm gone? Your comeback isn't just about you. It's about everyone watching from the sidelines, wondering if their own redemption is possible. It's about those who will come after you, searching for proof that defeat isn't final. Legacy isn't built in moments of glory, it's built in moments of choice. When you choose courage over comfort, when you choose growth over safety, when you choose to fight when surrender seems so much sweeter. The greatest legacy isn't what you achieve, it's who you become in the process and who you inspire along the way. Every step of your comeback writes a line in the story they'll tell about you. Make it a story worth telling. Make it a map others can follow when they face their own darkest hours. Here, S, what you must understand. Your comeback is UNG, possible at S, inevitable. If you refuse to quit, time, that most precious currency, doesn't discriminate. It moves forward regardless of your past failures or future fears. Each new dawn offers the same 24 hours to the fallen champion as it does to the reigning one. The only question is, how will you use yours? Will you surrender to the comfortable numbness of mediocrity? Or will you fight with everything you have for the extraordinary life waiting on the other side of persistence? The world doesn't need more cautionary tales. It needs living proof that defeat is temporary for those with the courage to begin again. Your comeback story has already begun. With each choice, each sacrifice, each moment of discipline when no one is watching, you're crafting a narrative that defies the odds. This isn't just a journey back to where you were. It's an expedition to territories you've never explored, achievements you've never touched, and a version of yourself you've never met. Fight for this not because it's easy, but because it's worth it. Fight through the doubt, the pain, the setbacks that would break a lesser spirit. Fight because somewhere out there, someone needs to see what is possible when a human being refuses to be defined by their darkest hour. Your comeback isn't just your responsibility, it's your gift to a world desperate for examples of resilience. So stand up, dust yourself off, and remember that the greatest glory isn't in never falling, but in rising every time you fall. Your comeback awaits. The only question is, are you brave enough to claim it?